Hi there, my name is CD and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3, my first blind playthrough. And yeah, we're back. This is episode 17 now. In our last episode, we took down another of the goblin leaders, and then we discovered some sort of side passage or another through the priestess's quarters. So we're gonna check that out today. So we're gonna pick up literally right where we left off and go from there. So let's see what we got today. Okie dokie. I know I've picked up some stuff. I picked up quite a bit of stuff. And I picked up some books that I actually haven't read yet either. We picked up several books in that last area. I did pick up the ones I thought looked like key importance, like the journal. There was one of the books, actually, I might just take a moment and look at a couple of the books real fast. Because there was a couple of these I hadn't read. I know I've read that one. I read that one last time. I read that. It gave me a new recipe. I can't remember if I read that one. I have read that one. I don't know if I read one of these because one of the tales was really interesting. Have I read this one? Okay, yes, I have. I've read that one too. This one was the one that I was most curious in because it talked about soul coins. Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at a site in Avernus, the first plane of the Nine Hells. Oh. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Soul coins, as a concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils and their cohorts. They are frequently traded for their value, can purchase mercenaries. Should be a comma there. Magical items and even fuel the strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she had one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of lemur status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appears to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with a headache-inducing number of footnotes. Oh my gosh. Interesting. So, like, I think we have 4. I think we have 4 soul coins now. So it's interesting. It definitely seems like a very limited and unique resource. And then I don't know, did we read this one or was it the other one? I think I've read that. I've read that one before, I think. Like before the other day. All right. Anywho, I just want to take a look at that. So we are in this side passage. We just went through this area, which was the priestess's quarters. We beat I think that was an ogre. And there seems to be some stone discs on the floor. Maybe if I needed wisdom, I should have brought Gale along for this part.
Interlocking circles with moons and stars. This is the seal mentioned in that Selûnite's journal.
It is.
I bet we can work out how to open it.
We probably can, although I'm pretty sure the journal warned us not to freaking do that. Here, let's give a refresher to everybody because it's short, and I know I read it at the end of the last episode. So this was a journal we found in the priestess's quarters that involves the temple before it fell to goblins. Thus, the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars, while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. That chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I have no idea what the Underdark is. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders, but I had to sacrifice complexity for material resilience. Alright. So it might just be facing all the moons in and the darkness away. Let me see if there's anything else in here real quick.
Something over there.
A lever. I was gonna say, I feel like this room would have something else in it. Let's light the candles.
Here we go.
Candles, candles, candles. Lever. It's locked. It's probably locked because of the puzzle, maybe? Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, wait a second. I see. You can change the... Oh. Well, then you can make 3 of them completely whole and one that's not. That has different symbols on it. Hang on. Did it say... mention a direction? Okay, so this is north. Let me look at the book one more time. And all I consider is a full moon to match the stars while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. Okay, if at the bottom is the south, then we need to move stuff. So this needs to become full. Okay, so that's full. Oh wait, but we'd have one less. Because there's 4 total. Hang on. I might have messed up by... Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. And then rotate this. Is that right?
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Okay, did I use... I don't think I used one of your superiority dice.
I'm ready.
And that's it.
All right,
So
what
we're
now?
pretty good. I don't think... Our superiority die on short rest if I need to. Okay. And I've got my people and I've already cast
Still
my thing from the
alive,
last
so
time
that's
that I
progress.
played. Alright, well, let's forge ahead.
I'll give
What's
it a
this lever
shot.
do, though? Oh, okay, it just... that, okay. I see.
How
I
much
was just
further can I
making
go?
sure. Alright, to the Underdark we go, I guess. Oh, the stars. I see the stars align, which I saw the stars on the thing, so it made sense. Ladder. I don't know where we're going or what we're doing, but let's go. Travel through the Underdark. Oh god, this is an entirely different thing. What is this?
Have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's
Oh.
a metaphor.
Well, I knew it was a metaphor. I wasn't
I
owing
do
to
not
that.
know your metaphor. But if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
Oh, Lord. I mean, technically, Liz already has the shovel, so it's even better. Okay. I forgot about that other quest. I completely forgot about that other quest. Now it makes a little bit more sense because I had completely forgotten, because I was so fixated on the goblin thing, about the night song thing. Okay, so recap for the night song. Find the night song. A wizard in Baldur's Gate is offering a huge sum of money. We came across the people who originally went for it and said they were going to stop because it was too dangerous. Night song is some sort of temple. In some sort of temple. It must be the goblin camp. One of the adventurers, the dwarf Brian, has a map leading to the night song. However, he was killed by goblins at the temple. I guess I was probably supposed to find Brian's body, but I didn't. We reached the temple that is rumored to contain the night song. We should search for it. We solved a puzzle in the goblin camp, revealing a secret passage that leads underground. I still don't even know what the night song is, but here we are. I'm gonna try not to look ahead too much. Maybe we shouldn't have the torch out, because last time I did that, barrels blew up. Okay, real quick though, we are gonna go back to camp for just a quick smidge. I just need to clear up my inventory real fast. Ooh. New camp wow. It's pretty. Dang. This is pretty. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna shuffle around my inventory real quick. If I make any changes to characters and stuff, I'll let y'all see at the end, but it shouldn't take me super long. Okay, so I made a couple changes. I gave myself the spring step boots instead of the web ones, because there's no point in having those unless I'm going to be around spiders, and I can always change that at a later time if I suspect I'm coming across spiders, like maybe when we go back to that other area. I also gave myself Misty Step versus the animal turn one, because I feel like I'm not even going to use that anyway. I gave Lazelle new gloves, these ones, which gains the advantage on melee rolls when surrounded by 2 or more foes. I feel like she's going to be in the thick of combat a lot, so thick of combat a lot. I gave Shadowheart this one, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how often I'll use it, but it is a healing spell, but then it also puts people to sleep. And I think those are all the big changes I made. If not, you can always pause the video and double check me, but I just moved stuff around a little bit. I'm gonna redo this to that. Oh, why do I still have this one in my inventory? Oh, this, I didn't end up putting this on anybody, so we'll just send it to camp. That's what I'm doing. I keep those. Okay, I think everything else is good to go. So now we're good to just hop back in, because I'm not going to long rest. There's only, I think I've literally only used one superiority die, which was Lazelle's, and that's good on a short rest. So don't need to actually do anything else at the camp. I just wanted to lighten my load a little bit after all of our looting escapades. So now we can move on and find out what the Underdark has to offer. I am seeing a lot of barrels and stuff, so it makes me think there's probably gonna be some traps. Why'd you say that?
Spend so long poking about down here?
We'll spend as long as we need.
With the sun
A moonstone. Oh, sorry.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
God, I love all of the characters. I'm loving the snippiness I'm getting right now, for sure. Hang on, let me change this. Give me my sleight of hand boost.
A couple turns should do it.
And see, oh my god, okay. We'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, that one. I have a lot of thieves' tools, but I can't imagine getting a 20 easily. I'll try a few times, because we've been relatively successful. I've got +3 for the dexterity, +1 for gloves and the guidance, so I feel like I'm at least at a decent. We'd have to roll high. Yes, let's go. All right, it was hopefully worth it. Scared for traps. Oh, there's a chest in here, and I need to loot that too. These barrels scare me. All barrels scare me right now because of the whole blowing up last episode thing. And if you didn't see that, you should go back and watch it. One moment I was asking about people and potatoes. The next moment I'm getting blown up. My entire party is almost wiped. You know. I figured we'd roll. I mean, I have the whatever dice thing, karmic dice turned off, but still. We got in here. I have to know what's in the chest. Okay, perfect. Like, I have to know. A helmet of smithing. No. A helmet of smitting. Smiting. Bolstering smite when you apply a condition with one of your smite spells. Gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier. +1 to constitution saving throws. Smitting. All that smitting we need to do. God. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, there's a moon. Uh-oh. Hello.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation?
Who are you?
Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
Why do I get
The
Sheo
mouse
vibes from you?
Smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Am I talking to the cat or the mouse?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence.
You already have.
Of course. What I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
What? Does this have anything to do with the quest that I'm on?
There. Middle of somewhere.
What power do you hold? Nice decor.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Then why is this the House of Hope? What makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense.
Hello.
What's better than a devil you don't know?
A devil you,
A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
I like that draw you up as the top one. What makes you think I need saving? Why would you help me? I don't care what you are. I care what you want.
Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
Man, if you think I'll make a deal with a devil. I don't know what devils are in this universe. I mean, I know what a devil is, but I need to think this over.
Take all the time you need.
Lae'zel
But make
and
up your
Shadowheart
mind
approves.
before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
So what you're saying is your whole house is a fucking tease. Oh, the last laugh in the end. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again. I'll rip out your mocking tongue. I'll have the last laugh in the end.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
So I don't know if that was specific to this quest or if that was like a timed thing or what that was. But okay. That was interesting. I mean, I know what the devil is in our general context, but I don't know what the devils are in this world, but definitely seems dangerous. A waypoint is here, so that way I could leave if I needed to. I mean, I was kind of working on, you know, one quest, but faded logbook, potion of healing. Another faded logbook. Most of the small logbook is left empty. The last entry leads log 182. I was wrong. Should have paid more attention to the Drow sightings. Should have known they were only a prelude. Stupid to think we had outsmarted them. This will be my last entry. We'll keep the records from now on. One thing I mentioned, and I don't even remember what episode now, was we were talking about the fact that there is so much lore in these games and like the world that if I'd have played the other Baldur's Gates, maybe they had been talked about or something. But I wish there was like a little dictionary, appendix that when you saw a word somewhere that you could read like a little snippet about it. Because I think the Drow are like some hellspawn, something. I don't know. That's the thing. And so like I don't know how to feel about the Drow. I don't know how to feel, and like maybe it's a good thing it's not telling you, you know, how to feel about them, but to give you some information, because I could side with completely the wrong things because I have a preconceived notion in my head based off of other games and other lore of other series and stuff I know. So it kind of stinks to like go into this and be completely blind, because a lot of times in other games you interact with NPCs and you're like you can get more information, and I'm just like pulling from different games and being like pressing an issue to learn more about a person or thing. And sometimes it takes a while to, you know, find out all that information, but like I don't know how many hours we're in by now, but this is episode 17 and I don't even know what a Drow is. Apparently there's 9 things of hell, and something with an A is the top one, but I feel like there's not enough reinforcing that, even though I'm trying to read all the books that I come across and stuff. I do think that reading the books and things have helped to some degree. At least it's doing a lot of the world building, but I feel a little lost on some of the terms sometimes, and it's sucks because like as much as I want to know more about the world, I don't want to go like reading all of the lore on the internet or something, because I know that'll start like spoiling different things. So it's kind of a weird position to be in, because there's a lot that I don't know, so when they're throwing these terms around, I don't know how I should feel yet. So anyway, log 124, signs of life near the outpost, intelligent, clearly trying to hide. Logged 125, still can't find the mysterious shapes. They know how to cover their tracks, possibly Drow. See, I don't know what Drow is. Maybe we'll learn more about Drow this time. So, I think... Wasn't that lady we saw with the souls? True souls? I think she was a Drow. Maybe it's a good thing I'm going through the Underdark now, because she was, what, a level 7? 6, 7? I think she was a 6. A few entries are fated to read. Led them south, rumor of spectator there. Let the Underdark solve its own problems. No sightings, no sightings. Thane saw statues down south shaped like Drow. Spectators shouldn't do that. Either way, that's one less problem to worry about. Yeah. Leather boots, sure. There's a lever. This looks like a whole freaking battle area. Well, they were obviously trying to keep something out. There's a minotaur. I mean, I don't know if it's so much us being welcome as them keeping something out.
I've been watching you fight, Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
Y'all, I thought you were...
I don't pay compliments. I make observations.
Okay, so we got a key. We got tattered notes. Let's see what that says. This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the Drow had almost broken through, Jairus rallied the last of the initiates and charged forth. For a moment, the cave shone with Saloon's own brilliance. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jairus bade me stay and hold the gate until his return. I'm to keep the records, too. I'll save space to write of his victory. It's been days, hours since we collapsed the tunnel. They were supposed to return after the battle. I cannot dig it out on my own. My eyes won't get used to this darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry, I haven't learned the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promise. This final entry is barely visible, more faint scratches than legible writing. Sorry. Okay, well that key's probably important somewhere. Huh? Where'd the key go? Huh? Why is it not showing up there? Black ink stained blots the handle of this key found in the sarcophagus within a long forgotten chapel. No, that's not. What? I'm so confused. What happened to the key that I just picked up? Oh, I'm a dingus. I don't know why, because I thought I saw them there, so I was confused. Is there not a way? Okay. Okay. Oh, there. Here, you come over here for a second. Pure silver key was found on the corpse of a worshipper. Sit down. Oh wait, there was also a crossbow up there. Hang on, yeah, there was a crossbow. I know, because everybody's going down the staircase one by one. Okay, fine, hang on. Okay, nothing else here. Well, minotaur, that's new. Hadn't seen that yet. Come back up for me. Grab the crossbow. I'm grabbing everything. Constantly grabbing loot so we have stuff to sell. So I don't know if I should deactivate this, if there is a way to deactivate it. It just says the moonstone. So here we go. We're about to find out. Because I see a lever here. I'm assuming this is for the gate. I don't know if I should turn off the shooties. Why will it not? Will you let me? There we go. Nothing on the minotaur. Okay, hang on. Let's test this. I'm sorry, Birdo. Can you test this for me? Yep. Okay. This seems like a very bad idea. Shatter the moon. Destroy Saloon's protection over the Underdark fort. I haven't even done any inspiration for
Another
me.
step forward.
Shadowheart was inspired by that. I don't know if that's a good thing for us.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I mean, the inspiration is good, but...
Something over there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Well... I kinda got rid of my... Oops. I forgot to group you guys back. Lupus. Oh. Lupus. There you go. Come on, bud. Can
Careful,
you...
Lae'zel. It's dark around here. Would be a terrible shame.
Whatever secrets lie beyond this opening will be for someone smaller to discover.
Should the dagger suddenly slice your neck, we may never know who's to blame.
Goodness, you two are feisty.
No one stopped me yet.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
I'm assuming they'll just come out there, but I have to know. Yeah, okay, it just comes out here. Oh wait, how do I get back? Wait, what? I don't even know what the point of that is. Okay. That seems kind of silly. Alright, come on, bird. Do I have my thing outside of... Oh, that was weird. Was that there before? I don't know if it was. Well, I probably shouldn't push you too far forward now. Oops. Everybody group up
I have a lot on my
again.
mind. And, well, in it.
I guess I could have just done that and he would eventually caught up. Journal of High Initiate Juris.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Well, then he would have seen him die. Sure, take the bone. I don't care.
Let's have a look.
Rotten blue cheese, yum. Alright, last time we talked about potatoes, then I immediately blew up. This time we're talking about your favorite cheese. What's your favorite cheese, everybody? If you're a cheese connoisseur. I'm really weird. I only like hot cheese. Like, cheese that is used in, like, cooking. I don't actually like eating just cheese normally. It always felt vainglorious to think my deeds worthy of a personal journal. But as I watched the drow mass outside our gate, I realized my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further. Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Reims, lost in the deep tunnels as we fell back from the drow. Initiate Thulk of the Northern Waste, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Bree Bereka, who stood against a Drider with only her mason's hammer. And initiates, they are the entire company, for they have seen and suffered too much to be called novices. Oh. We've collapsed the tunnel behind and have made ready to open the gates. Perhaps we can carve a path through. And if not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause was the same. One high initiate, Jairus, wished to stamp his name in the history of his church. He sought to forge a path through the darkness, not realizing there are some places the light was never meant to touch. He was a fool. I hate when I do that. I just want to... Come here. Interesting. A crushed body. So it seems... the drow are not good. An ancient journal. Lots of lore here. I can't sleep without the moon and the stars. As a child, I prayed to them before I ever knew Saloon's name. Is that blasphemy? When I walk to the battlements, the only light I see is the glow of their eyes out there waiting. I know the High Initiate is making a plan. He'll get us out of this. We're making a stand. Moon maiden fair, lend us your light, to guide us home in dark of night, to keep us on the path of right, ever burning, ever bright. The last line of the prayer succumbs to blurring as if stained by something wet. What are we getting ourselves into right now is what I'm wondering.
Here goes nothing.
Why did you say it like that?
Looks empty.
Why is...
Gods, what's happening?
Yes, what is happening? He's picked up a giant crystal. What is that? That looks like a sword in the stone.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
The lead. Was it?
I don't know what that was.
The air is thick with spores. They must thrive in the dark.
Oh, is that what this is? Should I be taking people through this? Probably not.
More are coming.
Who? What in the hells are you?
They're coming. They're coming.
Oh, God. Tell me I'm not imagining that voice.
No. And it's unlike any I've yet heard.
They are coming. You are coming.
Okay. I see what... Okay, I don't really get a chance to examine, so okay.
slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Strength, religion. Grab the sword with both hands and pull. Oof. I actually think I'll re-roll this one. This sword looks really cool. Come on. Oh, come on. We got a lot of inspiration recently. Is the sword worth it? I don't know, but it looks really freaking cool. One more. Come on. Why? Fine, screw you. I don't want your sword anyway. You're probably wondering why I didn't do more. It's called a sunk cost fallacy. Look it up.
In the stone.
Gave up while we're ahead. And since we do not have karmic dice on, sure, whatever. Do one more on this roll.
This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Elistre.
I don't know who
Blood
Elistre
can
is.
only be honored with blood.
Oh. Shed a few drops of blood onto the stone.
The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
Oh, we ended up getting an inspiration back. So, you know, it only cost us one inspiration in the end. Oh yeah, I talked about alchemy before. Should check and see. But before I do that, oh, there's a little path down there. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm just kind of looking, I don't want to like look ahead to see stuff necessarily. I just kind of want to look ahead to like figure out a path because it kind of looks crazy. I don't want to miss anything. Like this random sword over here. Oh no, the great sword's what I just picked up. Vlar Aleuv. Let's throw this over here.
Eager for battle.
The sword hums in anticipation, ready to sing or shriek. Lae'zel, I just want to know what this means. So... Oh wait, is it a passive? Oh no, there it is. Oh, here we go. Sing. The sword sings a melody. All allies within 20 feet of range have a 1d4 bonus to attack rolls with charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. The sword will stop singing if unequipped. A shriek. The sword shrieks. All enemies within 20 feet of range have a penalty to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. Affected creatures receive an extra 1 to 4 thunder damage. Sounds cool. The other weapon's slightly better, but I'm gonna have you hold on to it for a little bit. I want to try it in battle
Stop me
once.
yet. Need to find a way forward.
Yeah, I know, but I can't tell which way I should go. It looks like no matter where we go, we pass through this purplish stuff, so let's go over here. There's also something under the ground at one point. Uh-oh. I tried to stop and I couldn't. Hi. Where's the other one? All the way back there. Okay. I tried to stop as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, no. Are you guys really already seen too? Are you sure you're not? Yeah.
Survival is all that matters.
Wait, can we get Lae'zel's sword to sing to us? You're within 20 feet, I think. Hang on, what does this count as? This counts as an action. But okay. Cool.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I have the low ground. I don't have that much low ground. Okay, you got ensnared. Get wrecked. Yeah, that's pretty far for you to have to run to get to me. I know I have the haste thing. I don't know if I have to stay within this. I guess so.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Can I feel death's cold grip? No, I can't. 4 to 9 with hamstring or that. Let's go. Why not?
Feel their anguish.
Nice. Okay, we'll just keep you here. That's fine. Because they're going to have to run to get to me anyway. Well, and you're ensnared, so you can just chill right there for all I care.
Survival is all that matters.
Lupus, you cannot get over there even if we did do that. So let's just move. Let's just move you like right here. I hope that wasn't too close. Actually, hang on. There we go. Just in case.
Talk to me.
Got to move.
Okay, nice.
Time to strike. Taking position.
That should work. Reckless roar. I don't know what that does. Also reckless roar. I'm gonna take a look and see what that does here in a second. You're going that way, which makes me think you're trying to flank because you can't get by this guy. But hopefully by the time you get to us, we'll have maybe killed this guy. But let's see what that freaking means first. Sir, you're too big. You don't even...
Can't slow down.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What the heck? No. Why?
Time to kill.
That's... I just want to examine. Why did it do that? Come on. That's silly. That's silly. Alright, attack roll. Right. Okay, reckless roar. Creature has advantage on attack rolls, but its attackers also have advantage on attack rolls against the creature. Oh, well. Okay. Slashing resistance. Bludgeoning vulnerability. Miss an attack, you deal 4 bludgeoning damage anyway. Oh, interesting. Okay, back to me. Ugh, I'm so mad about that. I don't think I can shoot you. I was gonna try and ensnare him, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Critical hit. Beautiful. Love that for me. I'm gonna love Misty Step, I think. You probably can't hide. He's got dark vision, you're like directly in line of sight, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. I think I'm gonna hold on. No, let's just use it. Not the greatest, but oh well.
A better
There's you
position.
over here. Yeah. Lupus, let's get you in position for when that guy comes around.
Got to focus.
Aw. Shadowheart, what do you mean? Oh, that potion I used that one time was totally wasted. I just realized that.
Time to strike.
I don't need to disarm him. But it does a lot more damage if I use that. Nice. Alright, he's only got 11 left. He's ensnared for days. Honestly, you don't need to do anything else. You're good. Yeah, you're trying to come around the other way. I already figured that out. You're just kind of screwed, honestly. I'm just gonna use regular shot against you. Well, and this is why we don't just use regular shot. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's position you for the next guy. Really? Why the dickens? I'm gonna see if I can get him. Far enough away to then use a sneak attack.
On the way.
Lupus, you just stay there, bud.
Faith will protect me.
If you don't hit it, it's fine. Yeah, you're fine. He's still ensnared. Figured I would let my bird have a kill. Let's go. Let's go, Raven. Kote? I don't know how to say your name, but it's fine.
Fury. I am death.
Honestly, just chill right there. You're good. I figured he was gonna keep coming this direction anyway. Ooh. Don't do that to my doggo. I don't know what that did to Lupus, but... Alright. Can we get lucky and ensnare the other one? Oh, wow. Well, probably. Beautiful.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Yes, Lupus, yes! Let's go! Let's go! I mean, they kind of brought it on themselves, the whole reckless thing. Them trying to flank was not a good idea. Let's just go ahead and do Guiding Bolt then. Nice, beautiful. Love that for us. Let's scooch back just a smidge. Burb. Oh, was I right outside of the song? Unfortunate.
Time to strike.
He's prone for 2, right? Yes, he's prone for 2.
Let my name be known.
Nice. Actually, well, now I just messed that up. I probably should have done the double action to just go ahead and get as much. I'm still within range, though, for next time, too. Reckless Roar just went away.
This isn't fun.
Ugh, I was hoping. I was hoping, fine. Oh, you're gonna go prone if you do that. Fine.
This will do
Well,
nicely.
I was trying. That's fine. Honestly, go for it, Lupus. Let's go.
Got to keep fighting.
I just use the stand. Yep. I feel bad. I'm like bullying this minotaur. He's like, oh, today's just gonna be a day like any other.
I will ascend.
Wow. Just absolutely destroyed.
Well,
Okay,
hello.
used heal spell. I used a spell slot there. I used a couple level
Enough waiting.
ones.
I crave
Used a
blood.
superiority die. Short rest. And we'll go further in and see what else we got here.
What's inside?
What's inside the minotaur? A skull, a bloodstone, and gold.
One day I'll catch a break.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Dang. Get him, Shadowheart. Oh, I thought she was gonna say more. Amulet of the Unworthy grants resistance to slash damage, grants vulnerability. Okay, that's what there. I read that. I just didn't know that was a amulet. Do a nice little quick save.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
It is very pretty. I agree with
I'm used to
you.
a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Go over here.
I'll take that.
I was just talking about how I hadn't done a lot with alchemy. I don't even remember which button was that. Here we go. Can make an antidote if I want. I do not have what I need for that. Can craft some potions of healing. This is the one that we read the book about. Peerless Focus. Doesn't really tell me anything now, does it? coatings, simple toxin, oil of accuracy, and basic poison. I can make all of those. I unlocked the Drow poison. Unlocked Elixir of Bloodlust. Is that what I needed for stuff or no? There we go. I hadn't done that in a while. Grenades. A web grenade. Interesting. I know I have that. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Eat my brain. I don't know if I like that. There's probably like different endings on whether you... Wait a second. Yep. Ah, don't run. That was... very unlucky that as soon as I saw the thing, then I click and I click towards another one. Well, I saw this. What's funny is I saw that and I like backed off for a second. I was like, oh, and then ran into a different trap, and now that's burned, so we can't go up this way. So guess we'll go a different way. We've already used our short rest. Gosh. I like the design of this stuff, but it's very intimidating just because I don't know the right direction, I guess.
Something over there.
Nice. I was trying to get the heavy chest, but this works too. Ooh. Got some daggers, scroll of fly, scroll of fireball, oil of accuracy, and wizard's bane oil. Take all of that. Probably should have checked that before I just opened it, but whatever. Nice, got some ingredients. It's really pretty.
Timasks. Known to cause confusion. Best not get too close.
Oh, now you tell me. I was befuddled. Mask. What are those? Well, something's over there. Okay, well now I know these cause confusion. God, am I going the right way? Ugh. The map is so confusing. Oh, I just went right back here. So we want to go down here then, I think. I see something ahead. Hang on, can we... Oh, okay. I don't like whatever... You know what? Nope. Let me go get my spell slots back because there's something ahead. I don't know what it is. And then that thing keeps taking our feet out from under us. I'm sorry, Gale and Will. I was planning on taking you on the next adventure. I didn't know the next adventure was going to be in there. But I will 100% take them. After we're out of the Goblin Camp Underdark area. I don't even know how big the Underdark is. I'm assuming this is just a section of the Underdark. So, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of my inventory space. Okay, you didn't miss anything. I just literally put stuff at camp. Let me long rest. and see if we can get one more battle in this episode. Alright, we'll see what's ahead. At least what I think is going to be a battle. And we don't want to be befuddled. Okay, let's go ahead and cast. So I don't forget. I haven't been casting Astarian's hand. I've actually completely all but forgotten about it. Hey bud, you have a hand that I completely forgot about. You want to summon that too? Thanks. Alright, perfect. Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I really think I should... I'm going to do a save here. I'm going to group, ungroup.
Careful, I bite.
Yeah, oh, I know. You do a lot more than that. You do a lot of sucking to it. Astarian.
Just like old times.
Okay, this is pretty high up. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to... Yeah, I think this is too high up. Here, hand, do you want to go punch that real quick? And again. Oh, does it not matter?
Quietly now.
Can you not kill them?
The element
Oh no,
of
it's not there anymore. Or is it coming back? I think you can kill these things, right?
subtle steps.
Okay, come here, hand. I got work for you to do real quick.
Let's get going.
Yeah, everybody else.
These boots have seen everything.
Everybody
Don't
else.
touch me.
Come
Over
on.
here.
No time for Danny.
One true way.
There. And then because you're invisible, right? I don't think you can be... You can't be befuddled, so... I'm sure I could probably use these against somebody. But if it gets used against me, it's gonna be a pain in the butt, so... Hand coming in clutch. I don't know what torch stocks are. I got a bad feeling about those, but let me get rid of these guys first. Restless myconid? Okay. Alright, hand. This is probably a bad idea because this might blow up, but for curiosity's sake. I got rid of all the other stuff, though. Alright. Something tells me we're going to go into a battle, so...
Let's go.
Still alive. Timask and torch stalks. Hell of a combination.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
No worries, we took care of that. I'm assuming these are... Oh wait, no, I can talk to them.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices. the harmony of an entire collective.
I didn't just kill a lot of mushrooms.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Focus on the parasite and connect with Sovereign. Tell the truth of the parasite. You only seek safe passage in your search for treatment. A traveler seeking adventure. Seek understanding. Focus on the Sovereign's song. My purpose is private. Let me pass and I will leave you unharmed.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
I sense your fear. I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Okay. I guess so. I've Lake Grotto. A waypoint is discovered.
Fungus and mold glaze the servant's face and body. Through music and vision, the Sovereign reveals its origins. You see a frothing duergar, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young myconid. A frightened myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the duergar. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the Sovereign.
Interesting.
Mushrooms can raise the dead. That's interesting.
They're just husks. I couldn't care less if they're slaves or building material.
I was gonna say, they definitely seem more husk than anything, like they've already passed from this world. Okay, anything I take from here is very clearly taking, especially if I wasn't expecting this. Oh, there's a person. Well, I could probably leave it alone. Just blurg.
Perhaps Amelia. Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Oh, the spores, okay.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
Oh, he's a hobgoblin. I've never heard of the Society of Brilliance.
Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place.
Huh.
It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
honestly, I kind of got lost down here. A mind flare infected me with a tadpole. Let's be honest.
Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power?
Explain the whole story.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole?
Illithid.
It's a miracle you're
I think I
still
said
intact.
illithid.
You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omeluum!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis? That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
Geich, your head will make a fine trophy for my queen.
Please hold. I understand your rage against my kin. One of my brethren forced a tadpole into your eye. Or ear, perhaps? But I assure you, I stand with the Society of Brilliance, not the colonies of my people.
Okay, this definitely took a turn. I wasn't expecting. Okay. Myconids wouldn't appreciate us fighting here. I'll listen.
Fool. They infest your head and invade your dreams, and still you would parley.
I ask only that you refrain from violence. I respect that your opinion of my kind may be charged. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
Sure.
As Omeluum's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
What happens if that stasis goes away? That's a very good question. If we keep talking about the magic that's supposed to be around this thing, and we get rid of that magic, does that mean that that's just an instant KO?
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omeluum.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point.
Can you extract the tadpole?
No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
That doesn't sound ideal. Lae'zel and Shadowheart both looking a bit like I'm thinking concerned here. What do you mean if it was available we'd lose some of our yeah.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you.
Okay. So I get to live with this
Not
thing.
to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
Thanks. Tell him about the mind flare ship you were on.
A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Okay, that's a bit of information. That's why the Gith hate the Illithid so much. Now I gotta remember how to say that. I had forgotten between recordings. Thanks for the info.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass, what kind of alchemy are we talking about? Actually, isn't the stasis why the tadpole hasn't killed me yet? First.
I do not intend to shatter its protection. I need only bypass the interference that prevents me from communicating with the lava.
Okay.
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, I kind of punched a bunch of them.
Cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Okay. Eating those doesn't sound like a great idea.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion. Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
Lovely. So where do I find these?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous.
Yeah, I discovered the one thing already.
I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Alright, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
What isn't?
I've seen anything like it, Blurg. Is my species evolving?
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
It simply shouldn't be possible.
Interesting. Blurg, can I talk to you?
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Not in the ways of mushrooms, but I've never seen a hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
Research in the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, trillimac. I've studied them for years.
Oh, well, okay. What have your studies uncovered?
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict.
Do you have anything interesting to trade?
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Alright. Goblin. You seem nice. Kind of different than the other goblins. When the wearer gains lightning charges, they also gain 3 temporary hit points. Invocation spell. Where it can see in the dark up to 40 feet. Well, we don't really have a problem with that since we have dark vision. But that would be nice for some of the races that don't have it. Movement speed is unimpeded by difficult terrain. That could be a really good buy. What is heat? engulfed by a vengeful fire takes on each turn. Use heat convergence. Wait, whenever you burn an enemy, you gain 2 turns of heat. I'm so glad I can learn what heat convergence is. I don't really understand those. Whenever you burn an enemy, you gain 2 turns of heat. Well, since I don't know what heat convergence is, that doesn't sound very good to me. You can get magic missile. That's nice. Melf's first staff. Who the hell is Melf? The Baneful. That looks cool. It's rare. All right. But this is a good place to leave this episode because we've got more to explore. I'm glad we didn't fight our way in here, honestly. Really glad because that was some interesting dialogue. We have a new little thing and we got to go talk to, I've already forgotten her name. Who was it? Oh, we needed to go through here to get to Moonrise Towers anyway? I'm 100% going to be fast traveling back to finish the goblin stuff, aren't I? That's fine. Maybe this will be a good spot to go back and then do that. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, I keep blue balling the end of this episode. This is the end of the episode. Thank you all so much for watching it. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like. It helps the videos tremendously. Leave a comment. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel, whether it's been watching the videos, if you have given a super thanks, or if you become a YouTube member. I really appreciate it. It helps tremendously. Continue to be a full-time content creator. A lot of that depends on the support that you all give, so it has been wonderful thus far, so thank you very, very much. If you've missed any of the series, definitely check the link in the description below. If you haven't subscribed already, this is your reminder to subscribe so you can come back and watch the rest of the series, because there is a lot more ahead of us, clearly. So thank you all for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Bye now.
Is my species evolving?